Hey everyone, welcome to another installment of Harry Potter Theory. In what seems like just the last couple of years, but in reality has spanned nearly a decade, Warner Bros. Has faced some challenges when releasing new Harry Potter IP, particularly the Fantastic Beasts film series. These high-budget films, which dropped in 2016, 2018, and 2022 respectively, struggled to find traction at the global box office and didn't quite hit the mark for most fans. And for these reasons, it's unlikely that the Fantastic Beasts films will ever continue, stopping 2 films shy of the 5-film projection originally provided. However, Warner Bros. Found a bright spot in 2023 with the release of Hogwarts Legacy, which seemed to really strike a chord with Harry Potter fans worldwide. The game topped sales charts as the best-selling game of 2023 across all platforms and all genres, beating out Call of Duty, Madden, Zelda, Diablo, and more. And since the game's release, over 30 million copies have been sold. Encouraged by this success, Warner Bros. Games released Harry Potter Quidditch Champions in August, remastered the LEGO Harry Potter game collection, and granted licenses for several new mobile games. But the biggest bit of news is that a Hogwarts Legacy sequel has apparently become a very big priority. We've known for some time that fans are looking for more things in this world, and so we're spending a lot of time thinking about that, said David Haddad, president of Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment. Our insights tell us that there are not huge distinctions between a younger version of a fan and an older version of a fan. They're just deep Harry Potter fans, and we try to build authentic experiences to delight them. As Warner Bros. Games develops the Hogwarts Legacy sequel, David Haddad also noted that the team is coordinating story elements with Warner Bros. Television, which is working on the upcoming Harry Potter HBO series. Rowling, while not actively involved in managing the franchise, is kept informed through her literary agent, specifically when it comes to Harry Potter canon. If we're going to ever go beyond a canon conversation, we make sure that we're all comfortable with what we're doing, said Robert Oberschelp, Warner Bros. Discovery's head of global consumer products. Speaking at Bank of America's 2024 Media, Communications and Entertainment Conference, Gunnar Wiedenfels, Warner Bros. Discovery's chief financial officer, further expressed the company's keen interest in further exploring the Wizarding world, stating, "Obviously, a successor to Hogwarts Legacy is one of the biggest priorities, so there is certainly a significant growth contribution from that game's business in our strategic outlook here." However, even after the success of Hogwarts Legacy, Warner Bros. Discovery's gaming division has been struggling to meet similar expectations in 2024. Wiedenfels acknowledged that their recent high-profile release, Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League, didn't perform as hoped. However, the gaming segment remains an essential part of the company's broader strategy. Also worth mentioning is there have been rumors circulating regarding potential DLC for Hogwarts Legacy. The alleged definitive edition promises to add 10 to 15 hours of fresh content, including a range of new additions, including a main questline, secondary missions, cosmetics, and other activities. If the rumors are accurate, the definitive edition will serve as a comprehensive update that could bring genuinely fresh experiences to a game that has already captivated millions. The additional content is estimated to cost around 20 to 30 USD for those who already own the game. Although the exact release date has not been confirmed, nor has the DLC's existence, many speculate that the definitive edition could arrive in early 2025. Whether it's DLC or a sequel, either way, I'm happy. Now the question is, what are you guys hoping for in the sequel? I know I've expressed in past videos what I want to see in a sequel and/or DLC, but let me reiterate them. Quidditch. The biggest lost opportunity of Hogwarts Legacy is the extremely apparent lack of Quidditch. There's a Quidditch pitch, we can fly a broom, and the game is an integral part of Harry Potter lore. Since Hogwarts Legacy has inspired a new generation of Harry Potter fans that may or may not know the intricacies of Quidditch, let me briefly summarize. Quidditch is a team sport played by witches and wizards on broomsticks, and involves 4 balls, a quaffer, 2 bludgers, and a golden snitch. A game of Quidditch is played with 7 players on each team, and each player has a specific position and role. The objective of the game is to score points by throwing the quaffle through one of the opposing team's 3 hoops, while simultaneously defending your own team's hoops from the other team. The 2 bludgers are used to disrupt the players and throw them off course. The game ends when the golden snitch, a small fast-moving ball with wings, is caught by one of the players. The team that catches the snitch earns 150 points and ends the game. Given that there's a Quidditch pitch already developed on the Hogwarts grounds, this seems like an obvious and inevitable piece of DLC. Triwizard Tournament. The Triwizard Tournament is a magical competition held between 3 wizarding schools: Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, Beauxbatons Academy of Magic, and Durmstrang Institute. In this tournament, one champion is chosen to represent each school and compete in 3 dangerous tasks, with the winner receiving a grand prize. These tasks test the skills, bravery, and intelligence of the chosen champions from each school. The tasks are kept secret until the day of the tournament, and the winner is awarded the Triwizard Cup and Eternal Glory. Given that Hogwarts is a participant in the fabled Triwizard Tournament, it seems obvious that the Triwizard Tournament would be included as DLC. The problem with this? Well, it did break canon. The reason I say this is because the Triwizard Tournament was discontinued after 1792, taking a 200-year hiatus before being resurrected in 1994. A Triwizard Tournament in 1890 just wouldn't make sense, and given that the game has done such a good job of preserving canon so far, I'm not completely convinced that this will become available. Other schools. The possibility for Hogwarts Legacy developers to include other schools seems, to me, fairly likely. I say this because other schools are mentioned in the game, and developers would be able to capitalize on an area of lore where it would be much harder to contradict canon. We don't know too much about the other wizarding schools, and so this sort of DLC would give them a lot of freedom. And when I say other schools, I am of course referring to the long list of other wizarding schools across the globe, not just the ones from the Triwizard Tournament. These schools include Ilvermorny, North America, Mahuto Koro, Japan, Castelo Bruxo, Brazil, Ouagadougou, Africa, Durmstrang, Northern Europe, Beauxbatons, France, and Koldovstoriets, Russia. If you want more info on these schools, then check out my video, The History of Every Magic School in the Wizarding World, all 11, Harry Potter Explained. Bigger world. The wizarding world of Harry Potter is vast, and so I'd very much like them to expand the explorable areas. If it was mentioned or shown in the books and or films, then I'd like the ability to go there. Little Hangleton, Privet Drive, the Ministry of Magic, these are all places I'd like to be able to openly explore. The rest. In addition to the above larger pieces of DLC, I'd also like to see the following smaller things implemented either through DLC or patches. These things include subsequent school years, year 6-7, interactive NPCs, craftable Polyjuice Potion, higher max levels, more talents, more side companion quests, consequences for using dark magic, wizarding lore implemented, consequences for being underage and entering the Forbidden Forest, the ability to become an animagus, time turner, time manipulation, enhanced morality system, more spell variety, wizarding careers, and the ability to cast a Patronus. And that's it for today's video. If you enjoy the content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, remember, it does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live.